Hello, all you beautiful, wonderful, blessed people out there today. My name is Natashaliane. Thank you so much for watching my video today. If this is your first time here, please make sure you hit the like button down there, subscribe, ring the bell. If you are a returning person coming to see me, I appreciate you following me. Today will be a little bit different. I'm going to kind of do like a small just get ready with me type video, but I am going to be using pretty much all e.l.f. products, just to use e.l.f. products today, except for I do want to try the new Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus. This is the Dewy foundation. They do have the original one out there as well that's been out for a while, but this one is the Dewy. So I've been wanting to try this to see how it does. I know I've had a lot of people ask me the smell difference. Of course, everybody that's had the original knows it is literally paint thinner in a bottle. Horrible smell, but it does pretty good. The new one, I would say, has a slight paint thinner smell, but it's got like a slight florally smell over it, so it's not quite as bad on that one. So it's a little bit more doable on the smell. I will be using my Tati Blendifuls as well today. So, and I have used them a few times. They came for the most part most of the way clean. I need to throw it in the washer though, in the bag, but this was just hand washing. And I am actually really enjoying it. So right now my face is just moisturized, and what I'm going to do is on primers, I'll show y'all like what all I have on each area. I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is the original one. I have an e.l.f. Lock-On foundation glue, which for some reason my pump in this has never really worked, so I don't really use it that often. I have an Illuminating face primer, which actually does really good. It comes out of the bottle like a really thick yellow, and you're kind of like, ugh, but it actually works very well. And then I also have a Poreless face primer as well, which I think is what I will be using today. So I'm gonna put these back over here. Alright, so I'm just going to put some on my finger. I'm just going to put this in by hand. Hope everybody is doing wonderful today. Hope everybody that has gotten the Tati Blendifuls is absolutely loving them, because I can promise you I am loving mine. Loving it. Alright, so for my eye primer, I do have the e.l.f. eye primer. Which does okay. I mean, if you're just wanting to throw something on for the day, running into town, errands or something. Mommy, quit. One of our dogs. We got 4. We have a horrible storm going on here right now. Wind is blowing like crazy. Tree limbs are down. It is insane out there. So I do have like combination skin. It used to be really oily when I was younger. As I'm getting a little bit older, it is now starting to kind of become more combo, kind of towards drier a lot, but I still do get very oily around my nose and my forehead and stuff. So I am going to kind of take that primer and just pack it a little bit harder into those few areas where it's a little bit of problem area. Okay, so in e.l.f. foundations, I was going to do a full face of e.l.f. I have pretty much everything e.l.f., but I really want to try this new other foundation. So I do have the tinted moisturizer. That's not. I do have the e.l.f. tinted moisturizer, which is not bad if you want just something light to throw on. I do have the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation. I've only used this once or twice, and you can see how low it is, but it's not my favorite. It's not my most unfavorite either, but it's not my favorite. And then we have the e.l.f. Foundation Serum with Goji Berry and sunscreen. It kind of separates on me, so it's not ultimately my favorite either, but it's a nice light one if you just want to kind of throw something on and go. Alright, so we are going to give this a shot. Again, like I said, it's still got a scent to it, but it is not like as insane strong as the original one. So definitely a lot more doable. All right, so let's get this started. And I went with a little bit lighter color foundation this time than I had in my other bottle, so which I can honestly tell you the first time, second time that I tried the original foundation of this, I pretty much hated it. It felt like it separated everywhere. I'm not too sure how I'm feeling on this one either right now. But definitely not, I mean, it's good, but it just doesn't compete with like my Uoma foundation. That's actually one of my favorites right now. My Tarte Clay foundation is awesome, and I usually will mix some Gerard Cosmetics of the BB Illuminating cream in it to give it a little bit, not quite such a dry feel to it. Those are more of my favorites, but I can say it does look a little bit more dewy. I'm hoping that this kind of keeps a little bit of this dewiness in it, which we will see. And I'm trying to learn not to take powder and just like completely my face in powder, because I was so used to having to do that with such oily skin before that it's kind of been a little weird trying to get used to changing skin. Anybody else have those issues? Changing skin is a little bit rough. Okay, so I don't know. It is definitely has a little bit more of the dewy. But we shall see. Okay. So again, that was the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus in the Dewy. Alright, so in concealer, they have a maximum coverage concealer that is in a squeezy tube. is my absolute favorite. I have a backup in there. This is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. This is an extreme natural feel look. Also, I have the 16-hour camo. I am in the process of trying to get the dewy version of this as well. This one is definitely a very good dupe for the Tarte one. This one, like I said, this is just absolutely one of my favorites. I'm almost needing to kind of get my new one out because it is definitely getting a little bit thinner. I am not going to go crazy on this. This is going to be a very lightweight, kind of easy kind of day on this one. I think I've used this once. It's just not my absolute favorite. All right, so I'm going to use the pointer corner and tap this in. So tap and like a slight, not pull, but just kind of spread out motion. I can say that lighter foundation that I went with definitely is not overly matching this one. This one's a little bit dark with it, which is weird. But anyways, didn't overly think on that one. But we will be using just a touch of the camo. And I only want a little bit just because I'm wanting to kind of blend this in and use it for the highlighting on that bone. So I am going to be done with this. So we're just going to blend it up a little bit into that, just a little. So who else out there ordered Jeffree Star boxes? I did. I think this is probably going to be my last mystery box, just because they just get so expensive and I really don't need them a whole lot. Okay, I don't know if y'all can tell, but my nose is definitely not the world's best on that one, but alright, so e.l.f. does have an under eye setting powder. So I am going to use this one. And this one is made just for the under eyes. I am not a big baker. I do not like to bake my makeup. Once you hit a certain age, baking is just, to me it feels like it just kind of clumps it up more, which is not my intent and purpose. So, alright, I don't have actual e.l.f. full powder, so I'm going to use just some air spun. And the Blendiful does pick up very well, and I'm just kind of wanting to hit a little bit of that area where I'm trying to make it blend a little bit better. So that is all that I'm doing on that one. Okay, so for eyebrows, I have the 2-in-1 here, which is the dark, and then I also have the e.l.f. the Wow Brow. So I am not overly worried about trying to go crazy with this. Both of these products are actually pretty good. I like both of them. I know they've got some stick ones as well. Those are actually pretty good. My eyebrows, thank goodness, for the most part, are pretty much there. I need to clean these up with tweezers, but so I don't really have to do a whole lot normally when they're shaped up completely. So honestly, that's like about all I normally do on a normal basis. So this one is a little bit lighter just because I have lightened my hair since I got these products, trying to cover some of the gray because my hair was black, pretty much my eyebrows, and gray just shows through so quickly on that, so I've had to go lighter on my hair color. Okay, so now let's see what we want to do. Alright, so for eyes, I have a few little palettes here. I have the Velvet Touch eyeshadow, which is quite pretty. I don't even think I've used this, but the matte for Plum, I got it free with an order, which isn't bad if you want something small just to travel with. I have the Made for Matte, which I think was a freebie item too with an order that I placed, which is mostly all just mattes in that one as well. And then I have the Modern Metals, which the box on this one's pretty cool, and it is like all metal look. It has some blues and some greens and stuff. So I also do have a liquid eyeshadow. Might help if I flip it the right way, which is in Blushing Rose. And I also have Golden Glitz, which we might try this. I don't even think I've tried it. I don't think I've tried this either. I end up having a tendency to stick with my normal palettes, and right now my Tati palette is like my absolute favorite, so I pretty much just stay with that one. So I am flinging brushes everywhere. Alrighty, so we are going to go with a super simple look. So right now I'm going to use this little pinky color here. These are usually a little bit more dusty, so just pre-warning on that one. Alright, so we're just going to quick all over. And like I said, this is going to be a very simple, very easy. Right now this video is already 18 minutes. So much for a 5-minute makeup look, huh? Alright, so there's that. Let's try this out and see how it works. So first of all, I want to kind of see. It is definitely dark at first, but it does look like it can be blended out to a lighter color. Alright, so let's go in. We're going to put this in over here on this side. And then just blend and swipe. I do have hooded eyes, so usually I try to keep my eyes open a little bit and make sure that some of this actually comes up and shows above where my eye opens at. And for some reason this eye shape I am discovering is different than my other eye, so I am having to try to learn how to deal with that, and it is not easy, especially trying to do liners and getting the edges of my makeup over here even with this side. Alright, so I am probably going to just bring some of this a little bit of it down and around. So, I mean, it's not too bad. Not my favorite, but not too bad. Now we're going to go into our Velvet Touch eyeshadows. I think I'm going to take this color up here. Definitely a very simple look today. But I'm not planning on going anywhere, not planning on doing anything, so I don't overly want crazy just to sit at home. Alright, so let's just try this. Okay, so the applicator is almost like just the lipstick applicator. So I guess we're just going to take it and put some up here. Now let's do one eye at a time. I don't know how this dries. Well, adds just a little bit of sparkle if you're not wanting a lot like me right now. I'm sure you could probably build it up too to make it more. Okay. And for some reason, me trying to turn my hand this way, this is my harder eye. So of course it's harder to begin with because the shape's different, and it's just my harder eye. So let's see. So it definitely adds some glitter up in there. So, and my face is still dewy without looking overly dewy right now. So, but yes, I am excited to be getting my Jeffree Star boxes in. I got the small Valentine's, the premium, or not the the premium and the deluxe. I was trying to get the Supreme, but I did not get it. But after looking at spoilers, I think I'm probably in the better tiers, being where I'm at. So I'm super excited. Alrighty, so in here is, I have a blush and a bronzer. Which is bronzed pink beige, is what they call it. So I do have a cream contour palette, and I have 2 other highlighters. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to use, well, hold on. My brain is not working. Alright, so having one of those moments. Alright, so for eyeliners, I actually do have a few different ones. I have a navy one. I have the regular black one. I have a liquid. I do have a white one. And then I have a gold and a silver. And then I also have the brown and the cream eyeliner. So since we're trying to go a little bit easier, I think I'm going to try to go in with the navy. Alright, so we're just going to keep this simple and easy. So, and do a slight little blurry thing. For some reason I always get makeup in on my contact. Does anybody else have those issues? And then you got that haze feel over it, like the whole time. No matter what you do, it just doesn't go away. Alright, so and I'm just taking a little bit of this in along that lash line. Alrighty, so there is that one. I actually do not own any mascara of e.l.f.'s. I used to have some of theirs. I'm not even curling right now. And I just really don't care for their mascaras that much. But it was years ago. I'm sure some of them now are actually really great. I know a lot of people use them. So right now this one is by Essence, which is another very cost-efficient brand. And this one is the Lash Princess. And I'm sorry, my video is everywhere. I am hoping to have an area where I can actually film some stuff before too long. We are currently redoing most of our house. Alright, so I'm using a little bit of the blush. If I remember correctly, this is not too bad, crazy bright. Although it looks like it's going to be crazy bright. In that container, does it not? So there is that. Alrighty, so I do have the e.l.f. the cream contour. These things are not the world's easiest to open when you have nails. So those are the colors. And I am going to use my Tati. So I'm going to fold it into the half. I'm going to use this, the lighter color up here a little bit. So it does pick it up pretty decent. And I'm going to see where I want to place it. So there's that. There's that. Using some excess up here because I don't really worry that much about that area. Dipped just a little bit. Alright, so I have just a little bit on my nose. I'm not overly worried on the massive contouring. Okay, so I kind of circle and up because I want it to go a little bit more into my actual cheekbone area. Same on that side. Alright, so bringing it down. And just kind of swiping it down the neck, around the edge. It's always so much different. Ooh, wow, what the heck? Anybody see what happening with my thing up there? Ooh, okay. Don't usually have any issues with that highlighter, but do y'all see that? I don't know, it could be the foundation. Look, you see that separation? I don't know, maybe it's my skin. I don't know. So I'm going to take the back side of this and just kind of press. I actually really love these. I don't think it's these. Maybe it's just my skin. I don't know. Oddity. So there is that. On highlighter, I have an e.l.f. highlighting stick, and I also have the Power Glow highlighter. I'm trying to remember, I don't think I ever really, alright, let's try this again, cared for it that much, but what we're gonna do, well, it works okay for that. So we're gonna highlight our bone. And add a little bit there. Not my favorite, but it's usable. So this one comes in a pump. Be very careful because this stuff is, let me get that piece off, is actually very powerful. Like, I mean, I usually put little dabs through there, there. I mean, I take like very, very little. Just because it has a slight rose gold tint to it also, and if I put too much on my skin, being a lighter complexion, it ends up too rosy, I guess you could say. This I'd gotten in like a package thing with the highlighting brush. Again, I mean, it looks like it does great on there, but not ultimately my favorite on that aspect. So, but we're going to attempt to take some of this, just to add a little bit more of a glow up in here. I always feel like I'm really packing this on when I'm doing this, but It is not too bad. I will give it that much. So, I have different kinds of lipsticks. Oh, I guess I do need to do a bronzer real quick. But right now I have a few different lipsticks here. I have a High Shine Intense Gloss. Elf Sheer Matte Liquid Lip in like a purpley. Metal Matte Liquid Lip. I actually really like their metal mattes. Elf Lip Pumping Gloss. And then this is the Elf Prismatic Lip Gloss, which gives it kind of like that prismy kind of type look. And I have one of the Elf, the stick lipsticks. I think we're going to we're going to try that one and this on top and see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to take this blusher. Ooh, wow. Alright, so right now I'm not too sure how I feel on that foundation. I'm going to have to wear it another few times and see. Like I said, it took me a little while to be semi-okay with the other one. It's still not in my top of list, but I mean, I'll wear it now. But we'll see on this one. So I'm going to take the lip which is really creamy. I feel like all this makeup would just transfer straight onto somebody if they rubbed up against me. So definitely not my favorite makeup day. But I can say that I do like that one highlighter though for the inner look and the eye bone look. So that one's not too bad. The only thing with all of these, of course, is if you use it on anything, you start getting that reddish look. So, alrighty. Last, I have the e.l.f. Beauty Shield Daily Defense Makeup Mist, which I use this sometimes like after I get out of the shower and just want like a quick spray over my face, or sometimes in the morning just over moisturizer if I'm going out, just to kind of give some like daily defense type stuff when I head out the door, because a lot of times I don't wear makeup. It has a scent very close to Tarte. Dupe maybe. But yeah, definitely. It feels similar to the Tarte mist too. So try it and see what you think. So we're going to tap some of this in. Maybe this will help some with this forehead. Alright, so again, still on the ladder on the on that foundation. So overall, not a bad look just to run around and do nothing, or just to chill at the house and do dishes and do laundry. So I will try to bring you in. Like I said, that little highlighter stick thing on the inner eye and the brow bone really isn't too bad. Their eyeshadows are not my favorite to begin with, but they're doable. Again, I don't know if it was the mixture of the foundation and the e.l.f. I don't usually wear a lot of the e.l.f. stuff, But I will give it another shot later and try it with my regular items that I have in there and see how it does. Although I can tell you that my concealer did good with it. So awesome on that aspect. But that concealer usually does pretty good with anything that I have mixed with it. So it's been a pretty good to go item. But overall, not too bad. I do like some of the e.l.f.'s primers. The eye primer is not my favorite. It was just one of those that I had gotten at the beginning when I got back into makeup. So it was like a cheap thing that I could just grab. Now I have other items that I use that I love so much better. The Painterly Paint Pot is probably my absolute favorite right now. Although I do want to try the Gerard Cosmetics Canvas. But that will be down the road. Right now I have another unboxing that I have to do of Gerard Cosmetics that I just got in. So I'm excited over that one. Lipstick's alright. It's just not my favorite. But e.l.f. is e.l.f. Some people can make it work. Some of the items I love. Like I said, their foundation is really good. Their eyebrow kits are pretty awesome. The under eye powder is really good. I do really like the highlighter, the liquid highlighter. I do really like it. I like a lot of the lipsticks. I really love their metallic-y ones. These are the bomb. Oh, the cream eyeliner is awesome. I love it. Some of their other eye pencils, I love these. The eyeshadows are hit or miss, but a lot of them just aren't my style on that one. And like I said, a lot of the foundations are hit or miss. The e.l.f. foundation ends up looking a lot kind of like this on me. It does the whole separate-y, funky thing. The tinted moisturizers aren't bad if you just want to throw something on and go, but they're still not like, do you have makeup on or not? It's like your makeup's kind of jacked. So I try not to wear those, but everything else isn't too bad. Like I said, one of my all-time absolute favorites. I'm almost out, and I have a backup in there already ready to open in case they had quit selling these. But these are the e.l.f. HD Lifting. If you are older and have older skin, I cannot recommend these enough. So, and I've heard that the camo and the dewy is absolutely awesome too. I do enjoy this though for like a little bit of a highlighter to kind of like lift that up and make it a little bit brighter there. So thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, sorry this video took forever. I appreciate everybody's patience and love and wonderful comments, and I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed day and weekend, and stay safe, because right now I know there's a lot of flooding going on in Tennessee, South Carolina, and North Carolina, which I am in North Carolina. So just saying prayers for everybody out there on that as well. So thank you so much, and everybody have a wonderful day. And good luck on those Jeffree Star mystery boxes. I will pop on here as soon as I get mine. My small one has shipped, but my medium one has not yet. Strange, but hey, at least they've shipped it. It's not taken 4 weeks. So everybody have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Bye.